It's easy to love when love is light, when it's flirty, brief, transactional, when it doesn't demand you to face the parts of yourself that ache. But what happens when love asks you to stay? When it stops being a game and becomes a mirror? That's where most people pull back, not because they don't want love, but because they can't bear to be seen inside it. The world teaches us to swim in the shallows, scroll-sized attention spans, disposable emotions, instant comfort. Depth threatens all that. Depth requires stillness, and stillness exposes what's underneath. So we learn to perform affection without surrender. We learn to say, "I miss you," without meaning, "You matter." We learn to text, "I love you," while keeping a safe emotional exit just a swipe away. And we wonder why we're starving. Most people aren't afraid of love. They're afraid of what love demands. Because real love will ask you to dismantle your walls, to stop performing, to grieve what you lost before you even found it. It will call out your defense mechanisms. It will expose where you are impatient, controlling, avoidant, afraid, and it will keep doing it until you realize that love was never supposed to feel safe. It was supposed to feel sacred. The world calls that intensity. But depth isn't intensity, it's presence. And presence is terrifying to those who've never sat still with their own pain. You'll hear people say, "Don't love too much," as if love comes with a dosage label. People say a lot of crazy stuff. Don't listen to it all. But wait, isn't this a person saying some crazy, outlandish stuff? Never mind. But that advice comes from those who've been burned, not those who've been transformed. Loving deeply doesn't mean losing yourself. It means learning to love without ownership, to stay connected without collapsing into another person's chaos. Depth isn't some kind of drowning. It's learning how to breathe underwater. At some point, you love someone who doesn't know how to meet you there. You'll bring oceans, and they'll bring a glass. You'll feel foolish for caring so much, but that's just your ego trying to protect your soul from its own purity. My truth is that most people can only love to the depth they've faced themselves. And sometimes your heartbreak isn't punishment, it's an initiation. It's teaching you discernment, how to see who's capable of meeting you, and who's only capable of admiring you from the surface. You don't have to shut down to survive that. You just have to stay rooted in what you know, that love is not a liability. Here's something most people don't tell you. The heart doesn't stay soft by accident. It's a form of discipline. To stay open is to practice resurrection every day, to keep choosing love after disappointment, to keep showing compassion when bitterness feels easier, to keep believing in meaning even when the world tells you it's naive. Softness is the kind of strength that terrifies cynics, because to remain gentle in a violent world is to prove that love is stronger than fear. I think there's a moment in every seeker's life when love stops being personal. You realize the love you've been chasing isn't just for a person, it's for being itself. You start to see love everywhere, in the way sunlight lands on a table, in the quiet patience of trees, in the silence that fills the spaces between your thoughts. The mystics call this the heart of the world. the pulse that beats beneath everything. When you love from there, you stop trying to be loved back. You just love because that's what the soul was built to do. Loving deeply in a shallow world will break you and rebuild you softer. You will lose people who can't meet your sincerity. You will be called too much, too sensitive, too emotional. But you'll also meet others, rare ones, who speak the same emotional language, who breathe the same air of reverence. And when you do, it will feel like coming home. So don't shrink your love to fit small hearts. Let it spill, overflow, and baptize. Because this world doesn't need more people playing it safe. It needs people who dare to love all the way through. To love in a world that fears depth is to become a living prayer for tenderness. To keep your heart open, even when it trembles, is to remember that love was never meant to be easy. It was meant to be real.